Well, our good form continues and we find ourselves in 4th place in the league. But we take a break from that today and focus on the FA Trophy. Welcome to Club 1, Episode 10 of Zero to Hero. Yes, welcome back to Club 1, Episode 10 of Zero to Hero. I'm Wes, and in today's episode we'll be taking on Brackley Town in the FA Trophy second round and Darlington in the Vanarama National League North. Now, since you were last with me, our good form has continued in the same vein as it did before. In the last episode you saw us lose to Gainsborough Trinity, our local rivals, and then beat Chester in the FA Trophy first round. Since then we haven't lost a game. We've carried on an unbeaten run. We have lost a game. I do tell a lie. We have lost one game since that last episode. We followed up that 2-0 win against Chester with a 2-2 draw against Chester. We then put right the atrocity that was that first game of the season against Houso in town. We beat them 3-0 at home. Followed that up with a 2-0 away win at Curzon Ashton, and then a 4-0 win against Telford. Unfortunately, we drew the next two games against Brackley Town, who we play today, and then Solihull Moors. We then lost our only game since that last episode. The only loss we've had since that last episode against Alfreton Town. We went 1-0 up early on and then conceded an equaliser just before half time before they scored the winning goal in the second half. So like I said, today we'll take on Brackley Town in the FA Trophy. We've had good form in the Cups this season, qualifying for the first round of the FA Cup and carrying on to the second round in the FA Trophy. I would like us to get past Brackley Town and go on and have a little bit of a cup run. Although the league does remain our priority, a cup run's always good for building reputation and finances. So we'll have a look at the squad that we're going to be playing against Brackley Town. And this is the starting 11 that we're going with against Brackley Town. We've gone with Willis in goal, back four of Muggleton, O'Dwyer, Qualter and Jarvis, a midfield three of Thanoji, Mathanese and Healy, Tomlinson leading the line with Slew and Walker on the wings. On the bench we have Akinola, Gill, Richards, Gilchrist and Lawler. Oscar Ramirez has returned from injury. He's made one or two appearances but hasn't really set the world alight. We are rotating players a lot of the time. We did rotate heavily during the festive period. It meant that a lot of other players got more game time. A few players struggling for fitness. Qualter's only on 90% conditioning, so we will have to keep an eye on him, but we have got Gill and Lawler on the bench who can play centre back, so that won't be a problem. We're well covered at centre back. We're a bit screwed if either of our full-backs have a bad game, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm going to assertively say, what do I say? Media are giving us a lot of credit and let's go out and put on a worthy display. It's motivated a few of them. I do apologise for the poor graphics. I don't know what's happening or what's happened with my screen resolution. It's not too good at the minute. I'll try and sort that out. I'll have a look at the graphics drivers, see if they need updating. We have just had Slew hit the bar by the looks of things. The graphics are terrible. I mean, even on 2D Classic, it's awful. Jarvis on the edge of the area finds Slew at the back post. I can barely see who's got the ball because the graphics are that awful. And I really do apologise for the poor quality of the graphics. It's purely my fault. I don't know what's happened. I will hopefully be able to correct it before the next game, but we're just going to have to persevere for now. Another highlight, and we're defending now. Qualter gets the ball back in defence, plays it up to nobody really, and now they come back at us. But Tomlinson's won the ball back, and it was a block from their defender, and now we have a corner. Thanoji with that corner, looking for Tomlinson at the back post, who picks it up. Finds Qualter, but that's the end of the highlight. Defending a free kick now, and we go 1-0 down. Brackley have scored, and oh no, it's been disallowed for offside. We'll have a look at this. Yeah, he was offside. So yeah, still 0-0. We've had 5 shots. They haven't had any. We have only hit the target once though. We've had a little bit more possession than what they've had but we should do with the home team. Jordan Slew not on the best match rating so far. We're 38 minutes into the first half, and yeah, we're not really doing a lot. I've had 7 shots now and they haven't had one. I'm going to say show some passion. And we have a corner now. Thanoji with the corner trying to find Tomlinson. He has, and it was cleared off the line. Slew was there to try and put it over the line, but he couldn't quite get there. And that is half time. We have restricted Brackley to not even having a single shot on goal, single shot at all in that first half. And I'm going to say we've been the better team. If we just keep doing what we're doing, we'll be fine. Hasn't really done anything. We'll go out for the second half. We need to try and push on and get a goal. O'Dwyer with the free kick to Healy. Out on the wing to Walker. Jarvis now with the cross, trying to find Tomlinson, who heads just wide. It's a good start to the second half. We are still attacking, but we're being wasteful, really. We're defending now. Healy wins the ball back in midfield. Matanati tries to nod it on. Healy wins it back, though. Healy out wide to Jarvis. What can he do with it? He passes it on to Walker. Matanati now to Healy. Can he have a shot? No, he sprays it wide to Muggleton, who can't find the cross, but O'Dwyer's going to put the ball back in. Tries for a third time. Tomlinson through on goal, and that has been disallowed for offside. That's 2 goals now that have been disallowed. I thought he was offside when I saw it. Yeah, he's just offside. I expected it to stop before the goal, but yeah, Brackley still haven't had a shot, but this may change now because we're defending. They have had a shot, and with their first shot of the game, they have scored. I honestly don't know how that has happened. It was just a throw-in, looked harmless enough, but he had a shot from way out. I expected him to shoot from there, but Willis should have really done better with that. And we've got a corner now. Muggleton with the corner. Nobody anywhere near that. O'Dwyer, I think he hits the bar with that one, or the post, and we're nearly an hour into the game and we're 1-0 down. We've had 13 shots, 5 on target. They've had 1 shot, and that was their goal. I mean, we need to be more clinical. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap Jordan Slew and Nicky Walker over, and then I'm going to bring Kane Richards on for Slew because he's not had a very good game. Healy, he's been going off the boil just recently. I'm going to bring on Akinola for him. And that will be it for now. Akinola played really well in the last episode, scoring a goal and getting an assist from the bench. I'm hoping he can have a similar sort of impact. And I'm going to use a shout, and I'm going to demand more from my players. 74 minutes in now. Qualter with the ball forward, trying to find Tomlinson. He's through on goal. It's straight at the keeper. He's only on a 6.4 as well. I think I'm going to bring Gilchrist on, give him a chance. Because Tomlinson, apart from the goal he had disallowed because he was offside, hasn't really looked threatening. We've had 17 shots and 7 on target, and we haven't scored a goal yet. That is ridiculous. We need to get creative. We're going to go very attacking. We've only got 6 minutes left, plus added time. We've made all our substitutions. Thanoji with a free kick now. Trying to find Walker, who heads over the bar. Muggleton with a free kick to Thanoji. Matanese now. Akinola, Matanese. Out wide to Jarvis. Can he find a cross? Finds Walker, and Gilchrist got to be offside. He was offside. Yet another offside goal. Do none of my players know how to stay onside? It's just ridiculous. We've had 20 shots now and still not had a goal that's been allowed. We're into stoppage time, and this is going to be the last highlight of the game. Muggleton forward to Gilchrist, who's through on goal. He can't quite get there. He was just an extra half a yard and he'd have been fine, but that is it. We are out of the FA Trophy, and that was just stupid. 20 shots, 7 on target, 53% of possession, and we couldn't score a goal. We had 2 goals disallowed for offside. They had a goal disallowed for offside as well, and I'm going to be assertive and say I'm far from pleased, because we can't have 20 shots in a game and not score, because that is just absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, it's just the league now for us. No more cups, but it means that now that we can really focus. we've not got that many games left. 60. We've got 16 games left, and if we look at the league table, we've got a few of the promotion contenders and the playoff rivals. We're only 4 points behind leaders Guiseley. They do have a game in hand on us though, and Spennymoor have got 2 games in hand on us, who are in third. So potentially Spennymoor could go top, and we play Spennymoor in, I think it's about 3 games time. In fact it's the next game after this episode. So I mean, we've got Spennymoor, they're in a playoff place at the moment. We've got Stockport, they're second. We've got Barrow, they're just below us in 5th. Guiseley, who are top, all on the run in. Chester, who have fallen away a bit for the last game. And we've still got to play Gainsborough as well. We need to be beating Gainsborough. We can't have them beating us both times in one season, especially considering they came up. Okay, so a few changes for the Darlington game then. Mullings comes in for Jarvis at right back, Gill in for Qualter at centre back, Akinola coming in for Healy in midfield, and Gilchrist coming in for Tomlinson up front. Hoping we can get a decent result today, because we're up in a decent position. We are apparently above Darlington in the form charts, but I don't really want to say. I'm going to say we're underdogs here, give the fans a performance to cheer for, because Darlington are favourites for this game. We've not been in the best of form just recently. We have got a highlight, we were defending a free kick and that's gone over, so we were quite lucky there. Muggleton with the throw in to Akinola. Thanoji, and that's his 10th goal of the season. 12 minutes on the clock and we're 1-0 up against Darlington. Good assist from Akinola. Well worked set piece there. Muggleton played the ball. It got headed out and it went as far as Akinola, and Thanoji with a good finish. He scores a lot like that from range. And as things stand, we'll be 5 points off Guiseley, who are in first, safely in 4th place in the playoffs. We are defending a free kick now and they have equalised. Some poor defending really. I mean, we switched off at the back. No one was tracking the runner, and he slipped through and was unmarked. If it's going to be one of these back and forth games, it can be quite entertaining for people watching, but it's not very good for my nerves. I want to win. We are attacking now, although we've just lost the ball from a throw-in. It was a poor throw-in from Muggleton. And now they're trying to break against us, but we win it back in midfield. Akinola to Walker. Mullings now into Matanati, who tries to put the ball over the top for Gilchrist, but he can't quite get there. And we win the ball back in defence again, and we can come again. Walker through to Gilchrist, who's through on goal. And I think that was a save from the keeper, so it is a corner. Thanoji with the corner. Walker on the edge of the area trying to have a shot, but he can't get it through the crowd. Mullings with the throw-in to Gilchrist, back to Mullings, back to Gilchrist, to Matanese, Akinola. We're passing it around nicely. Thanoji now, who loses out. And they're going to try and break against us. They've worked it wide. They get the cross in, and it's hit the crossbar. But they fouled our defender, so it's a free kick. We've had 11 shots in this game, 7 on target. So again, we're being dominant in terms of shots and possession, but being wasteful. I'm going to say we owe Darlington, and that's going to motivate them. Can't beat a bit of revenge for a bit of motivation. If it stays at 1-1, we'll be 7 points behind Guiseley, who are obviously winning. So I don't know if we'll be able to catch them. We do have to play Guiseley on the run-in, so there is a possibility, but we've got to rely on them losing a couple more games yet. Matanati with the ball out to Muggleton, finds the cross, finds Gilchrist, who fouled the defender. Defending the free kick now, they're through on goal and it has gone in. I don't know what happened there. It looked like it came off Willis and then back off the goal scorer. It was a good free kick, good ball through. Yeah. It's bounced off Willis, then off Nicholson, and just gone in the back of the net, and we're 2-1 down now, which is not good. I'm going to make some changes. We're picking up loads of yellow cards again. I don't know what it is. Matanati's tired, so we're going to bring him off for Healy, and we'll leave Healy there. Gilchrist only on a 6.4, so he's coming off. Tomlinson coming on for him, and that's going to be the only 2 changes we make so far. Leave the third one for later on in the game. Muggleton with the header out, but not very convincing. We were lucky there it hit the post, and Gill cleans up the mess. We're defending the corner now, and they've headed it over. I'm going to say to them, show some passion. We're defending again. O'Dwyer wins the header. They're through on goal though again, and it shoots wide. We're lucky that their finishing is worse than ours, because if they'd have been a bit more clinical, we would be probably 4-1 down by now. I'm going to make the last change. I'm going to bring on... what to do? Not very good. I've not really seen much of Jordan Slew in this game, so I'm going to take him off. Bring Richards on and swap him and Walker over. Have Walker play as the inside forward. Richards as the winger on the right. Defending a free kick, and that's 3-1. And I think that's it for us in this game. Really, we can't really do much. I'm going to demand more. We could probably get a goal back, but we don't even look like scoring at the moment. It's all Darlington this second half. They're coming again. It could be 5, or no, 4 even. It is 4-1. Suddenly they've found their clinical side, and yeah, we're sinking without a trace really. We've dropped to 7th, and we'll be still 7 points clear. Still 7 points behind Guiseley, because I believe Guiseley are losing as well now. Defending again. This will be the last highlight of the game. We're almost in stoppage. Well, we are at the end of stoppage time now. Healy with the ball forward, trying to find Tomlinson, but he can't get it. And Willis picks up the loose ball, plays it over the top, trying to find Walker, but he can't. Muggleton wins it back though. Thanoji to Healy. It was a poor pass from him, and that is full time. We have lost again. Another poor performance from us, and I think I'm going to have to have some words with the players, because I'm not happy with the way that we're playing. It seems like we have a little spell of decent form, and then as soon as I start recording again, we don't play very well. So I've got a bunch of camera shy players, and we're at the bottom of the playoffs only on goal difference. We've got the best goal difference in the league, only just in front of Barrow, because our goal difference has taken a hit the last few games, but we're scoring a lot of goals. I think, let's have a look at the league table in more depth. I mean, we've scored 53 goals this season, more than anybody in the league, but we've conceded 37. I mean, that's poor. I mean, we haven't won a game in 4 in the league, 5 in all competitions, because we lost to Brackley. We look at the schedule. We've won 1 game this month, and that was right at the start where we had a spell of a lot of games close together. I mean, we played 3 games within 4 days, and we drew 1 and won 2 of those convincingly, and then we had a big gap. I think it was between the... Where was it? Oh no, it was between the Chester games. It was Chester Gainsborough game. We had the big gap, and it helped us. So I don't understand what's going wrong. I mean, we've got 3 months left of the season. We've got 15 games left. We currently sit in the playoffs, but we've got a lot of the teams in and around us to play on the run-in. So this could be quite tight. I'm hoping we make the playoffs. If we don't, I'm not going to get sacked, because we only factored in a top half finish. So as long as we finish in the top half, we'll be fine, which I can't see us not at this stage in the season. So we'll have a look. See, I don't know where we're going to come back. Probably towards the end of March. We'll do the Southport and Scarborough games, 2 away games there, and then we will go right through after that to the last 2 games of the season against Brackley and Chester. If you like that, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe for more Football Manager 2019 videos. Remember, follow me on Facebook and Twitter at WeaselGamer TV for both of those. And thank you very much for watching.